Well, good morning, everybody, on this Thursday, our Thursday Legacy 10 marketing group. I'm glad to see you here today. And I know that I talked to a couple of people who weren't going to be able to make it today, but they are definitely going to be on the replay. So our focus today is going to be Mail Chimp and how to use that autoresponder. You know what? One of the things that I find is that it's like when you drive a car, that once you learn how to drive a car, the mechanics are similar, though when you get in a new car, it's different. But learning it is easy because they all kind of function similarly. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And I remember when I went on vacation one time, and the first time, and I leased a car. It was the first time leasing a car where I said, where do you put the key? Oh, you push a button. I sat in the parking lot at that leased car, embarrassed because I didn't know how to start the dang thing. Really sound like a senior. I go here and say, how do you start it? They might not want me to drive. You may not know how to drive the thing, you know. And I remember, and I sat there and I said, wait a minute, push it. I got to push on a button and then push. I had to sit there for about 15, 20 minutes to figure out how to start the thing. You know, but once you get used to some of the nuances of a car, then you know, you put it in drive, it functions similarly. And so I thought of that when I was looking at MailChimp, is that it's similar, you know, to just different in terms of how you navigate it. But once you understand that, there are some basics that you'll see pretty much on any autoresponder. So it didn't take me long, you know, to kind of figure out how to navigate MailChimp. Autoport's a little different. That's taken me a little bit more time, but that's different because that has a CRM in it. You know, in other words, they focus on not just, they have features that you don't see. I'll just say it that way. They have features that you don't see on every autopilot.
What's a CRM?
CRM is, and I wish I knew would remember what the initials meant, but that means it's database.
Okay.
So with GetResponse, you don't, though they're moving into that, you don't often, my GetResponse list is name, emails. I don't have things like person's birthdays. I don't have their addresses. I don't have, so with Autopilot, you get more information on people and it allows you to follow them. In other words, you keep track of what they're done. You can go on them and you can see, okay, this person is a part of these programs. This person has bought this project. You get more information about what each client does.
Okay.
And it helps you so that, okay, the last conversation we talked about this, because you keep track of your contact, your conversations, your emails. So it's more of a database, if I can, you know, it has more database features to it. You know, when you send this to, so they opened up this email, they opened up this text messages, they haven't responded to anything in a while. You know what I'm saying? It gives you more information about them, which I think helps you to be more effective in marketing. And a CRM allows you to, if you have teams of people, like if you have an organization and you have a team of people, then it helps you to be able to navigate that and send your team members stuff, keep track of what your team is doing. You know what I'm saying? It just has other features in it that usual autoresponders don't have. So what I want to do is to, so good, Donna, and I probably need to look up it if I'm going to sound like, you know, expert. I probably need to look up the initials so I can give you the actual name of what those are. But yeah, but when you see CRM, that's what that means. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen And I will just start. Did you guys have an opportunity to look at it at all? Was there questions? You can tell me as we go through it if you had a chance to look at it. If you haven't had a chance to look at it at all, then I will start as if you've not seen it.
I've just enrolled and I've been getting emails, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got it all set up, you know, but I haven't really
Looked at
played with it. Yeah.
Okay. So, and I don't know where people are going to be when they watch this, so I will do this similar to how I did Mail Chimp. So I've already signed in. This is a dummy account. And so I'm not concerned about numbers because it's a dummy account. And I have here, let me go. So this is the first page you see when you go on the Mail Chimp. And what I also have is a landing page. Remember, I shared with you this landing page. So the reason why I'm here is, and I've not worked on this, I need to work on this. But the reason why I did this is because on a landing page, the goal is to have somebody sign up. So the question is, how do you connect your landing page or an opt-in form with your autoresponder?
Okay.
So that's the reason, the only reason I started here, because that's where we started when we did get response. So when you click on your bar here, and you go over here to the left, you see action after submit, right?
Yeah.
So you click on that, and then I'm going to get rid of get response because I want you to see that what you're going to do here is pick up Mail Chimp. And so I select Mail Chimp. I don't know. Okay. So Mail Chimp, you still need to get that put in your API. Okay.
And you have to go to MailChimp to get that.
You have to go to Mail Chimp to get that.
Okay.
So did I already? Okay. So I go to Mail Chimp. I couldn't figure out how to get to it quickly. This is how I got to it. This is like a search bar. So I just clicked the search bar and put API.
The API, I think the API is in your you know, in your profile, you know, when you put in your information. Thought I saw it in there.
So in settings?
Yeah, you go to settings. Go to settings.
See, where is settings here?
Oh, before you hit that little monkey, I saw a word that said settings, but I don't know where you were.
Setting, yeah. I clicked my name, and then I went to.
You clicked your name where?
At the bottom, you know, at the bottom where you see
This
your
was the-
initial, yeah.
okay.
And let's see.
Oh, okay. Profile.
Yeah.
You taught me a couple things.
Let's see here.
So this comes up.
I saw the API once.
Yeah, this gives you all your information, but the good news is that this is a dummy account, so I'm not worried. But
right.
Settings.
What about integrations, Donna?
That's I know that I went there. That's something different. These are a variety of programs that you can plug into to work. So I'm going to go to it the way I figured it out, Renee.
Oh, go to extras. Go to in your profile and the menu at the top. Yeah, go to your profile. You see extras. API keys are in that.
There you go.
APIs.
Okay, I'm glad this is on tape. So here, extras, API. Well, thank you. Okay.
And it gives you your API.
Yep. This is information about API. And you would go to create one because I don't have an API.
Oh, okay.
You know, for this one. So I would create one.
Okay.
Because this is just giving you information about it, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have my API key.
How did you get your create a client key? That's developer tools though. Register and manage your apps. So that's your API, keeping your API secure. So here, I don't have one, I will create a key. Okay, where'd this screen take me?
Yeah, there it is. There's your API
So
key.
now it's created.
See, there it is.
There it is right there.
Mm.
So then I'm gonna move you guys around. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. I don't see one where it says here, with get response, you have just click a button and it automatically copies. I don't see that, but I will just copy it. Control C. And then I'll go back to my autoresponder. I'll go back here and put it in. Not my autoresponder. Go back to my landing page and put it there. And then click integrate. There it is. So my API is connected. And like we did with get response, you want a list. Select the list. Oh, I didn't select the list. So I'll talk to you about how you select the list, but you select the list. So I got to have a list here. And a list means I would put legacy 10, or I would put 7K, or, you know what I'm saying? You would, what you're saying by selecting a list, that when anytime anyone goes on here, they are automatically connected to a specific list.
Okay.
I just didn't create one.
You haven't created a list in MailChimp?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then that's all you've got to do. And at this point, any opt-in form, this is how you connect any opt-in form or landing pages you create in eStage. That's how you connect it to your autoresponder. So that's kind of clear. Any questions on that?
That sounds good.
Okay, okay. So
So
now
you go into your eStage and okay. I'm trying to follow along at the same time.
Yep. Because with eStage, I am, this is a landing page that I've created in eStage, which I can show you guys how to do, because at some point you do need to know how to create your own landing page.
Yeah.
You do need to know that. But so how to manipulate and use eStage would be helpful for you to know that. But on your, no, because that's the only thing I have here. Can I do this and that? I don't want to go there because it'll show my eStage number. But you know, if you look at your eStage, there are places on your home page on eStage. Well, I'm gonna stop share and I'm gonna show it to you since you asked that question. Because you need to know how to do this on even your eStage. Okay. You guys still see me? I stopped share. You still seeing all this?
We see you.
We see you.
Okay. Good. I hope I stopped share. Okay, so this is like your template for eShare, for eStage. You know, this is, you know, you take this and you make this yours. But even on your top, you see how here, whatever your free gift is going to be, you know, I have some people here on mine is where they would sign up for my free course.
Okay, so where it says my free business maximizer, that is a landing page.
That is a opt-in form.
An opt-in form.
Mm-hmm. Because the only thing you're asking for here is email, name and email.
Okay.
And so, but still, you know, you would want to, when a person signed on here on your website, you want them to go to your email, your autoresponder.
Yes.
This is how you create your list in your autoresponder.
Mhm.
So this is what you would do. That's the reason why you still need to know how to do that. So whatever your free gift is, now we're going to talk about that. Your free gift can be a PDF. Your free gift can be I think some people are just going to emphasize Vic's 7K, 7 Steps to Freedom.
That's what I'm going to be recommending.
Okay, and so then they would dress this up, you know, so that people would know, oh, I'm getting a free course. I want a free course. Let me sign up here. You see what I'm saying? And so, and then where else? He did this, this is different because this will connect us to the 1, 2, 3 autopilot. So his recommendation is that you have something that's a free gift and that you keep this on here because you're wanting people to sign up for 7K.
Right.
If you're not interested, Renee, in having someone sign up for 7K, then we would get rid of this whole box. You know, but I will show you guys how to navigate this if that's your desire. So, and then I have the same thing, you know, subscribe to my newsletter, you know.
Now, Donna, can we have, instead of subscribe to our newsletter, like subscribe to my blog?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All of this is changeable. He just wanted to give us a template to work with. We can change the look of it. We can change the wording of it. We can change all of it so that your website looks like nothing like this. But add things, subtract things, you know, that we create this to look how we want it to look. So I just, but I appreciated having something to start with.
Yes.
You know, as opposed to sitting at a blank page and then trying to figure out how do I create a website out of a blank page. To tell you the truth, some of the people who developed a website out of a blank page, they need to come back here and work with this template. Because you don't want your website to look like a homemade, somebody threw it together website.
Yeah.
So when we get into building websites, which is probably where we'll go Monday, because that's what you guys said you were interested in. So I'm debating it, we'll probably start on website, because when Vic makes his stuff available to us, then at that point, I want to talk about how are you going to use what he's made available? How are you going to promote it? So Monday, we might start with just the beginnings of you setting up your website.
Okay. And he hasn't made eStage available to the public yet?
No, though we can use it. He's not promoting it yet.
Yeah, okay.
And shouldn't, you know, until you know, they might be ready now because they have worked through a whole lot of the bugs. That's kind of the advantage of us being betas, that they can discover what the bugs were.
Right,
you know?
right.
So I think they're close. When they add the blog part, because most people, when they go on website, they want to have a fully functional blog. And so I think there are some minimum things that he wants to have in place and know that that's working well. And then at that point, I think he's willing to promote this. And then we can promote it, you know, but I wouldn't have wanted to promote it last month.
Yeah.
You know, people would have been disappointed because of the blog, because of the bugs they had to work out. It's looking good now, guys. So, okay, so I'm going to go to back to Mail Chimp. And So Renee, you kind of fooled around on this a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Good for you. Okay. So, this is your first page, and so that's good. I like, so here you can send your emails from here. You can add your contacts from here. So I like the way they kind of set up their front page. It makes it, in my view, kind of easy to navigate. But I'm just going to go through these buttons since they're here. Okay, so audience, that is definitely, so Donna, this is where if you wanted to see if people sent you an email, it would show up here.
Oh, okay.
So that's where you would see if people responded to your email or communicated with you, you would see it in this inbox, which is cool. Recent growth, so let you know who your new contacts, so these two new contacts are me. So this is just a good overview of your whole thing. 100%, everybody that's added, I added them, so 100% added was all me. So this again just gives you a good overview of everything that you have. So do I need to?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so that's good. Okay, I'm not going through it too fast. Okay. Contacts. This is how you add people to your list. So two ways. You can add a person to your list manually, which is what I did. Or if you already had a list, like Donna, if you have a list and get response, if you wanted to transfer your list over to them, you could. Remember that one of the things that Vic is offering on eStage is an opportunity for us to try out 2 autoresponders at the same time, kind of test them out to see which one you like in terms of how they perform best. So that would be the only reason I can think of is you might want to import them over here, or if you like Mail Chimp enough that you want to switch autoresponders. And the process, I haven't looked at it, but usually it's you just upload a file. So with Get Response, you would ask them, I asked them once because I transferred names from Get Response to Autoport. And so they showed me how to do it. And then I just did a list. And then I uploaded that file. I downloaded it and then found the downloaded file on my computer and then just click this and upload. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I don't know how much because I'm not sure you're going to do this, but I'll say that to some people who are going to do this. But the way I added my 2 names was I just clicked Add Subscriber, and it pulls up a form. And there you go, address. And so see, this gives you get more information that you can use when you're adding people. Because this is, so anyway, birth date, that's good that they add that. You can add it at Get Response, you just have to do an extra step to do it with Get Response. It's not in there. And so you definitely need to click that this person gave me permission to email them, or this person is already in my audience. That's good. So that you don't have double people. Sometimes I've had lists where I've had people listed twice.
Okay.
This will automatically merge if you have somebody else, if you already have somebody else. And I didn't put their address on there, and I didn't add their birthday on there, so you want to add some additional things, you can do that here, and then just click here and it'll merge the two.
And so the audience that is referring to is the audience that's already in MailChimp, not the audience that I have over on Get Response.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Anybody that you've added over here. Yeah.
Okay.
And you definitely have to do this or they won't add it.
Okay.
And at this point, you might want to click add a tag You know, I think when I did mine, I put legacy 10 as a tag. Yep, see?
Yeah.
So automatically, you know, that's what I have as a
So
tag.
that tag, do they see that tag, or what is that tag significant for?
That tab is how I organize my people on my list.
Okay, okay.
So I can keep my counseling people separate from my legacy 10 people.
I like that.
Separate from the legacy 10 marketing group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can send stuff to y'all that I wouldn't send to the rest of the people, you know, so it gives you the ability to bind up your list.
Yeah.
However you choose to.
Wow, when you're running multiple businesses, I can see where that would be important.
Exactly. Because then you're sending something to people they don't care to know about.
Right.
My counseling people could care less about, you know, autoresponder. Okay. So that's how you would add people, not hard. I didn't go through all of these things. I didn't look at them. So it looks like this gives you an opportunity to pull up a list based on tags, based on segments, based on how you group them. You know what I'm saying? You have, it gives you some way, this gives you information on how to use your group. If you want to view all of them, you know, this gives you a ability to pull them all up in a list.
What's the, now what, we spoke about segments before. What's the difference between segments and groups?
Is that up here? Okay, there is a place, there's a one of the
right up on is
no. One of the things I'm going to go through is segments, and it'll be better if I show it to you from their segments. Yeah. Add kinds, sign up forms. So sometimes you might want to develop a different kind of form. What's a sign up form? If you're interested in signing up for my class on my exercise class.
Okay.
You know, if you're interested in signing up for my, what do you call it, dream boarding class?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like an opt-in page too.
It is. It is. It is. And so you're able.
Renee, go ahead on.
That's girl. She's been doing a little studying over there. So yeah. So this allows you to develop a form, just so specific to that.
Okay, great.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Settings. I didn't look at. So I haven't gone through their stuff in detail. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about that. I just want to learn enough for you to get started. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Manage one-to-one conversation, search for a message. So didn't mean to go here. I don't want to confuse you. I just wanted to give you enough to be able to start. I like the fact that you can do surveys from here.
Yeah.
That was the
what?
nice.
Yeah.
So do they, is it a Mail Chimp survey, or is it some other kind of survey? Who is it that sometime I get?
Survey Monkey. Survey Monkey. I use Survey Monkey. So no, get in. So it looks like you can just create a survey right here. Be worth playing around to see it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, you know, send an email. So this would be a quick way to sending an email if you want to send something to all your list. What are your most important topics? You can send a list. And if I understand any survey, they're going to allow you to create, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to create it, decide your questions and the format of it and all of that. The only reason why I will continue to use Survey Monkey, I like Survey Monkey, number one. And if there are people that I want to survey that are not in my autoresponder, if I'm wanting to, but you know, really, when you think about it, most of the people, if you want them to fill out a survey, you'll send an email to them, right? And say, fill out this survey. This might, I wonder if this will replace Survey Monkey. It'd be interesting to compare the two to see what are the advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
So that's the audience. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so not hard, right?
No,
Sign up forms is just another way of getting to that same place. We talked about sign up forms. It was here under audience.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I did was I went back here and clicked on it. It just took us to the same place.
Okay.
Okay. Segments. Oh, there's something I want to be sure there was a question that Sonia had that I want to be sure. Segments. Let me go back. Where am I? This was the question that Sonia had. Campaign. She said, Donna, what's a campaign? Because she said, I got here and I looked at campaigns and I got stuck. So campaigns, guys, just really, the bottom line is a campaign is anything that you do. It's a campaign. If I send out a bunch of emails, that's a campaign, it's an email campaign. If I create a landing page and I send everybody on my database a landing page, that's a campaign. If I do an ad, a Facebook ad, or any kind of ads, that's a campaign. You see what I'm saying? So a campaign is just whatever you're doing, because Sonia got stuck. She said, what's a campaign? Do I need to create a campaign to be able to use Mail Chimp? And so the answer, Sonia, is no. Anything that you do here is a campaign. And this allows you to be able to look at your campaigns. We just haven't set up any. So it's nothing to look at, but it allows you to view all of your email campaigns. It allows you to look at, if you did postcards, all of your postcard campaigns. If you did social posts and you did a lot of Facebook stuff, through through Mail Chimp, it allows you to look at all your Facebook posts. If you did surveys, it allows you to look at the results of your surveys. So all of these are individual campaigns. If that makes sense. And I added one. So you can add one. So just by clicking here, I put 4% on there.
Which makes sense.
So then that 4% will be a campaign. So I just wanted her to kind of understand what a campaign was. Okay. That's kind of, no, we don't have any data here. To really look at it extensively, but that's what that is.
Okay, so Donna, if I was going to be doing a neighborhood wellness workshop, I could do a campaign for that, or
the campaign would be how you were going. There were two things you would do. You would do that form builder. That would, if you were going to send an email to everybody on your list and invite them, or if you want to send an email to your list of everybody that's in Michigan or everybody that's in Kalamazoo, you know what I'm saying? You could limit that. And if you charge, and so then you would send an email to the, you would develop a form, for that. If we have time, maybe we'll actually run through one. And then you would have an email, depending on how you sent. If you're going to send an email campaign to them, then that would be an email campaign that you sent out to them to invite them to that event.
Okay, all right. I had to come in off my porch. They started mowing the lawn.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't hear.
Okay. So is that kind of clear what I'm saying? You develop a form so that people who were interested could sign up and say, yeah, I'm interested in that. And then you would do an email campaign to them.
Okay.
That's how that would work.
Okay.
Okay. And then you see email templates. I think we kind of went through that, and reports. This would always give you your performance. How did I do? How many people saw the email? How many people opened the email? How many people signed up for the course? you know, that's, you know, you'll get reports here in terms of what you did, of what was done.
Okay.
Okay. So go back to home page. Automations, remember, did we do this campaigns? Automations, remember that page where I didn't have anything set up. Remember I said that if you want to send things to people once every day, once a day, you know, this is where you would set that up with
Oh,
them.
okay.
So you can set up automation. Starting point, where's your, to welcome new contacts. So you might say, anytime somebody signs up to my account, I want to send this welcome message.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, so that happens automatically because you set that up. So that's what this is, you know, so it's this, if you're wanting to be specific. I only want to send stuff out to my legacy 10 people.
Okay.
So I'm going to click here, and then every 3 days, I'm going to send a special message to the legacy 10 people.
Okay.
Here, I've had people that were going to buy. They got all the way to clicking the button, and then they didn't buy it.
Mm.
So I want to send a certain email to them. I see that you almost didn't buy, that you know, and so were there questions that you had, or da 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 da, you know what I'm saying? You would respond to them to encourage them to go ahead and click the buy button. That's an e-commerce kind of thing. So, you know, so.
Oh, I really like the happy birthday one.
Yeah, and see, and the good, and that was the I used to love doing that on so what you do is you develop one card, you know, one something, and anytime a person's birthday show up, you send it to them. Automate it.
Beautiful.
So that's good. You can do the same thing for see, and that's easier to do with this, I think, than get response. I hate to say that. But I am, because I'm not sure of that. I've not used that with get response. I better say that I've not used it for get response. It's probably more fair, because they probably have the ability to do that with them too, because that's kind of, this day and age, it's kind of common to any autoresponder. But when I used to use Infusionsoft, I would do the same thing for holidays. I would go at the beginning of the year, and I would set up messages for every holiday for the year. So when Thanksgiving came up, everybody got a Thanksgiving message. When Christmas came up, everybody got a Christmas message. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On the 4th of July, you know, freedom, you know, I would tie in some message, you know, as it relates to freedom, you know, financial freedom or something, you know what I'm saying? But I would send a message out to everybody the whole year. And so I didn't have, they would get that nice touch from me. I just remembered that I used to do that. So, and that is a nice touch to get you know, and then the anniversary date of when they signed up with you. You know, 1 year,
Oh, okay.
1 year ago, you signed up for my program. 1 year ago, you signed up to be a client, you know, in the Destiny Institute, and you know, and then whatever nice message you would have to celebrate their 1 year anniversary with you. That's what automations can do for you.
I like that.
Yeah. And
that's like having a little virtual assistant.
It is. And you just have to spend some time. I would spend some time in January, you know, and then set my stuff up for the year. Website, you have the ability to set up a website.
That's just amazing.
A website. I don't, you know, one of those things, and I'll just say this is, you know, it's good that they're looking for free. I'm surprised how much they're offering you for free. It's not going to have all the bells and whistles that a use stage would be, because what you know, free. And so one of the things that Vic says, you have to be careful, because sometimes when you have people that try to do everything, they don't do everything as well. when they get out of their rural house.
Right.
But if you don't have a website at all, and you don't have access to eStage, and you want to have some presence, and you got a one-page something, I can see how this would be to your benefit.
And I can see this being something, man, if I don't know if they had it back then, but like to teach our children how to begin thinking entrepreneur-like. They don't have much in their, their weekly allowance to pay for stuff, but to do something like that from here, to get them even in the mindset of thinking about having your own business, and they can set up these things free. I think this is invaluable. You can't put a price tag to that.
Yep. I can definitely see why Vic would definitely include this as part of what we do.
Yeah,
it's good. I was telling Marina, I said I'm impressed with Mail Chimp. Usually free, I say I don't want nothing to do with free. It's probably messy. But this is for a free website. This is good, and a good marketing piece, because if I do well with you, I'm likely to stay with you and pay, to upgrade. So it's another example of how sometimes offering something free that's of value is worth it. That in the end, you end up making more money because you really give something to people that I'd say, you could charge for this. This would be, this is good. And for you to give all of this to a customer free, you would have people that would stay with you.
Oh yeah.
So it's a good, and so that reminds us when we're looking at what we're trying to offer somebody free, we want it to be something that people will look at that and say, man, I would have paid money for this.
Right.
Sometimes people give free stuff, and their free stuff is, you could have kept that. I've seen some PDF files that people have given. I know you were thinking of a PDF file, Renee. And I think that could still work. It just has to be super valuable. Because sometimes people give PDF files that I wouldn't have paid a dime for this.
Right.
You just went on the internet, found some stuff on the internet, cut and paste some stuff together, and call that a PDF file. People are too savvy these days, for you to be able to do something like that and get away with it and think that. So yeah, you got my email, but you didn't get my respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I want people to say, okay, I gave her my email, and I'm looking forward to the next thing she sends me.
Exactly. And then the next time when you start asking for money, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer. This would be a no-brainer. If I didn't have Get Response and I did Mail Chimp, no-brainer. They don't do what UltraPoint does, but but still no-brainer. Good marketing tip. Marketing tool. I think this one is the one on segments. No, this is on design, creative studio. Oh, so this is where you can do some design work. I haven't gone through this in detail. You can, so it looks like products, and you can add some of this here. Instagram stuff, your logo. So this looks like some places where you can create some stuff and maybe store it. So this would be worth going through there. Give me a few minutes and we'll give you hours back. Let's create online brand designs for multiple channels. Enter in your URL to get started. So this I didn't go through.
Okay.
So where's the segments? There's a place segments.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back to something else. So this is the beauty of this is, and most autoresponders will have that, is that what they limit themselves to, they give you the opportunity to connect. Now, obviously, connecting with social media stuff is good. They connect with Service Monkey. So there's a way of integrating what you do with these particular programs. They have relationships.
Square.
Stripe,
Square.
and Square. So, so WordPress, if you had a WordPress. So this is good. Most of,
Eventbrite.
yeah,
Canva.
Canva, that's good. So if I can integrate with them and do Canva and then have that come right over into whatever I was developing in my website, how
Be right
convenient.
back.
One less step to have to do, you know? So it's good. So that's what the integrations mean. Most websites have this to some degree.
Okay.
To offer that free, impressive, MailChimp. Have to hand it to you. Okay, segments. So let me go back to segments. I guess here. So what a segment is, Donna, is create a segment. Create a segment. It's okay. Now you can generate personalized messages based on behavior. So I might want to see, I don't have a lot of fields here. I don't, so, okay. Let me do a tag. That's probably not tag, but I have tags. It's the only field I have. So, so I pull up everybody that's Legacy 10. And I might want to add a segment that says, I want to create a segment of anybody that's in Legacy 10 that is in our marketing group.
Okay.
I want to develop a segment of Legacy 10 of everybody who purchased a website.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In other words, you can look at, you might have your tag. Seniors are probably be, savvy soldiers is probably too large. But you might put that in there and want a segment that says savvy soldiers who signed up for my the class you just talked about.
Okay.
So it's taking a bigger list and breaking it into smaller segments.
Oh, okay. Okay. Based on behaviors.
Based on behavior.
Okay. Cool.
These are the people they clicked on my landing page, but they didn't sign up.
Okay.
So I want to send something to them specifically to encourage them to sign up.
Okay, cool.
These are the people who signed up, but they didn't come to my first course.
Okay.
So I want to send a email to those folks who signed up, said they were interested, but they didn't show up. And so I want to encourage them to come.
Okay.
Because that's going to be a different message, right? Than the one that you would send to your general population.
Right.
So that's what segments do.
Okay.
Okay, so an hour. So this is our, there's a lot to Mail Chimp. If I was to give a rating, I would rate this bad boy a 5-star for a free website. How would you rate this, guys?
Yeah,
I would have to say a 5-star too.
Me too. Because it's got a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna stop share, but I was impressed with this.
And it's got like on there where you can hire help if you needed help on this mail, with the Mail Chimp.
Yeah. Or we can hire real people.
To help you out.
Okay.
And see, that would be the difference if you were paying for a autoresponder, is that the help would be a part of the system. You know what I'm saying? So I would get help. I get help with GetResponse. I get help with
Contra.
Yeah, because I'm paying for it.
Right. So
but here, you're free. So if you want help, then it makes sense you would pay for it.
I like it.
I do too. All right, so that's it for today. So this is helpful, so we all had to go in there and kind of play around with it.
Yes.
And even though I don't know that I would use it because I'm moving, I have an autoresponder I'm committed to, but it would be good to be able to, like you said, Donna, know enough of it. So if someone asks questions, then we would be able to help them with it.
Yes, yes.
Same way that I can with Get Response. I know Get Response. I can help people with that. I want to be able to be that comfortable with Mail Chimp. And so this is good.
I got a question about ClickFunnels. Is anybody having problems with that? Because I'm having problems with ClickFunnels.
I got rid of ClickFunnels. I don't have them anymore.
Yeah, okay. I got rid of ClickFunnels.
Okay. Cause see, I paid for this month and figured I might as well use it for this month. But yeah, I'm having problems with it. I can't get past the thank you page. I put it in, but I can't get the sales page to come up.
Yep, but and ClickFunnels, if I'm honest with you, at one point their help was not easy.
Okay. Yeah.
But they've gotten better over the years in terms of getting technical help. So have you tried to get their technical help, Renee?
Okay.
Have you tried it?
Oh, no, I haven't tried yet.
Oh, no. Whenever you're stuck there, they've gotten much better in terms of their help. And so there's usually, I think there's a chat box. Most of them have a little chat box or something on the corner. And all you got to do is just ask for help.
Okay. I was looking for the chat box. I didn't see it. Maybe I was overlooking it, but.
Because they have support. If it's not a chat box, there's some place where you can get help and support. Okay. And I've even had them build out stuff. I said, I'm stuck. Yeah. I'm trying to, this campaign, it ain't working. And so I've had people come in, put on my pitiful voice, and they would.
Okay.
And then they would get in there and they say, okay, man, we'll do this for you. I mean, so they have their help. That's good. So use them if you're wanting to. I don't know when your month is over, but use the technical. But because
Okay.
And after that, you'll be able to do landing pages in each stage.
Yeah. Okay.
It's easier. But at least you learn some concepts. And you know what I would do too? ClickFunnels have good courses. Before I got rid of my ClickFunnels, I went through every one of their free courses and made copies of them for the content of their free courses.
Yeah.
Do that. Because their stuff in terms of funnels, I mean, that's what they're known for. You know what I'm saying?
Know how,
and so I click their stuff.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know if you know where their free stuff is.
I got one more. No, I got 2 more weeks with them. So.
Okay. So use that. Find out where their training is. That's easy. Where's your free training?
Yeah.
And I made copies of their free training.
Okay.
You said free. All right, guys. So it's 8:30. So it sounds like the website would be where we're going to go on Monday, unless you guys direct me otherwise. Okay, you guys can determine. There's 2 ways we can go on Monday. We can do website, or we can talk landing pages in as how do I promote what I'm going to do. And I'm kind of thinking we should wait till after we see what Vic's doing.
Okay. With the you mean wait for the website?
Yeah, to see what funnels he has available for us. I think it might be worth waiting.
Okay.
And so we'll start on website.
We'll start Monday on websites.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that in my calendar.
Okay. So 2 computers if you have it, or even if you just have 1 computer, just follow as I go.
Okay. So we are not meeting this Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll meet on Monday, and then Tuesday I'm headed out to Savannah, Georgia for 5 days.
Good for you, girl.
No, is Georgia on the same time frame as us?
Yes, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll still be able to log in on Thursday morning.
Oh, that is so good, girl.
I have an uncle that lives in Savannah.
Girl, in the according to the forecast, it's going to be in the high 90s every
Wow.
day.
Awesome.
So
I don't mind.
I'm
hot
looking
weather.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Good for you, Donna. Getting your travel in.
I
And
have
you know what?
to.
And then I'm gonna just stop the chat because now we're just general chit chat. So
Uh-huh.
see y'all later. See y'all on Monday.
All right, bye-bye.
Stop recording.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Did I record this?
It says recording.
It says recording.
Yep, it does.